Today, I'm going to be showing you how to build your very first Lego vacuum engine. This is going to be the simple design that everyone uses. It's a one cylinder, and I'm going to start off with the piston right here. These are the pieces you're going to need. You're going to need 2 of these 1x2 bricks with 2 holes, a 1x4 flat piece, 1 of whatever this is called, 2 4 long axles, and 1 2 long axle, 4 half bushings, and a 5 long lift arm. You're going to start with your 4x4 piece like this, and attaching the 2 1x2 bricks with 2 holes on each side like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put your 4 long axle just barely through like that. Put a half bushing on it. Now optionally, you can use 2 of these 1x2 lift arms on each side like that, but I'm going for the bushings. Do the same thing for your other axle and push both of them through this piece like that. Make sure you leave some room on this side, so I need to pull these out a bit. And then put your other bushings on the other side, and you might need to rotate the axles a little bit. Should go in just like that. And same for the other side. And there you go. That is the piston head complete. And then take your 5 long lift arm, put it through here with your 2 long axle to connect it like so. And that is your piston done. Now I already have this one here from beforehand that I have glued the head to, so it's going to be pretty strong. You might need to do that if you're going for super high performance. Now we're going to build the valve. Here are the pieces you're going to need. You're going to need a 4 long L piece like this, 2 1x4 flat pieces, a 1x4 brick with 3 holes, one of these 2 long connectors, preferably the low friction one, this 6 long half width lift arm, and 2 1x1 bricks with holes. If you can't find these, you can replace them with regular 1x1s at the cost of performance. We're going to start by putting this piece in the center hole and connecting our 6 long lift arm to it like that. And then put both of your 1x4 flat pieces on top, like so, and each of the 1x1s on each side like this. And then place the L piece on top. And that is your finished valve. I also already have one here that is glued. Now we're going to start building the base. I can't really take this apart because I've glued some of these pieces, but as long as you get a base here and these pieces, I believe this is 10 studs wide here and 8 studs this way. You can just have a layer of bricks on the bottom here. It doesn't really matter, but these should be 8 across like this. Leave 3 spaces here and 2x8 here. This can obviously be substituted by a 1x8 piece. And then 2 2x4s on this. Again, you can also substitute these with a 2x8. Over here, this is the support for the flywheel, just 3 high. It doesn't really matter what bricks these are. These 1x6 flat pieces are not necessary either. That's just reinforcement for the plates. For the flywheel support, add a 1x4 brick like so with holes. And then on this side, you're going to put a 1x8 piece with a 1x12 or 1x8. It doesn't have to be 1x12, but the extra length does come in handy later. Place another 1x8 piece here. It does not have to have holes. Take 2 of these 3 long links with this little spacer in the middle and place them right next to the center hole on the front. Take a 10 long axle through here, put 2 half bushings on the end, and then take a 3 long lift arm and slide it right over this whole assembly here. And then right here you can place whatever flywheel you like. I'm using one of these. On this side, place a bushing and a 1x2 lift arm. Make sure the axle doesn't poke out here. And then you're going to take a 2 long axle, put it in this lift arm here, take your piston and put the bottom right through there like that, and leave this aside. Take another 1x2 lift arm and put it on the other side. Take another 1x12 with holes, put it right here. Take a 3 long axle and a bushing. Put the bushing and axle right here so that they connect to the crankshaft. Take one of these half crank pieces and add a half bushing. When you attach this, you want to make sure it is 90 degrees ahead clockwise to the crank. So if you have the piston at bottom dead center like this, it should be right. Take 2 of these 1x2 super tall pieces, and on each of them put a 1x1 brick with a hole like that, and on the underside place a 1x4 piece like that, and then put this right here, and then make 2 1x2 3 tall pieces with a flat 1x2 on top. It doesn't really matter what these pieces are as long as it's 3 high. Place them on either side right here like that, and then take 2 of these 1x1 super tall pieces and put them right there on both sides. Now take the valve that you have built, make sure it is facing this way, and attach the bottom of it to the crank in between these pieces like that. Now you're going to take 2 of these 1x6 pieces with a 1x6 flat on top. I didn't have another 1x6, so I just used 4 flats. Put 1 of them on this side right here like that. Make sure to flip the piston over here and then place the other one like that. And then take one of these large wall pieces. Make sure the empty side is facing out away from the piston, and put them on either side like this. Come back around to the back here, take another one of these half crank pieces and a bushing. And make sure it is lined up with the other one like that. And take some more supports, a 1x8 and a 1x12 with holes, and place them on the back here like that. And then you're going to build up 4 high with 2 flat pieces on top. It doesn't really matter the width of these as long as they're at least 6 wide. Place that on the back here like that. Now take a 1x6 piece with a 2x4 flat piece on top, and a 2x6 with a 1x4 flat piece on top like that. Connect them together like this, and place 2 1x3 flat pieces on either side, and 2 1x1s with holes like that. Place this whole assembly on top here, like so. Take 2 1x4 pieces with a 1x1 stud on each side. It doesn't matter if it's round or square. Place them on either side of this. Take a 1x4 with 1x4 flat piece on top, and 2 of these 2x1 tall pieces. If you want to be able to see the inside, if you want to be able to see your piston while it's moving, then get some of these clear ones and put them right on top of this like that. And place this right in the front here. Now take a 6x6 flat piece and place it right on top of the cylinder here. Now as you can see, as we turn the engine over, the piston and valve operate in time. Now to build the throttle, you're going to assemble these pieces like this. There you go. Now this hole you don't need, but this piece is to let a little bit of air through for idle. You can replace this with a few things like a stack of 3 studs or a cylinder piece or a cone piece or anything that allows a little bit of a gap so that when the throttle is all the way closed, there's still some air through so the engine can idle. And then you are going to assemble pieces like this. It doesn't really matter what these pieces are as long as it's 2 high with 2 layers of flat pieces along the bottom and 4 wide here to allow this piece to slide up and down. And then you can assemble something like this. These pieces specifically don't really matter. The only hole you need here is that, and this doesn't have to be 3 wide, it could just be 2. As long as you get the rest of it right, it'll work. And then build the back of it like this. Again, the only hole you need is here. These don't need to have holes, and as long as you get the rest of it, it'll work. And then the lever itself, this piece can kind of be whatever as long as it's long enough for you to actually use as a throttle lever. And then this piece here connected like that. And then a 2x3 with 2 1x2 flats under it like that. And now you can assemble the whole thing. put a 1x3 here to connect those pieces. And then put this on top. This just stops the lever from going any higher than exactly wide open throttle. As you can see there, that's wide open. And there you go, that's the throttle complete. So now you can take the throttle and attach it right here, just behind the valve. Now when you put your vacuum up against here, you can control the flow. I recommend stretching a Lego tire or something rubber around the end of your vacuum so you get a good seal up against it. Now let's try it out.